in the previous video, the previous extra video, I mentioned that there are different ways you can do the breathing for some of the different exercises. Now in general with these exercises, the speed that you're able to do the exercise at is going to be limited by your breathing capacity. The greater your breathing capacity, the slower you'll be able to breathe and the slower you'll be able to do the exercise, which is a good thing. It generates more energy within the body. The method of breathing that I've shown for most of the exercises is sort of moderate difficulty, but you can do more challenging breathing patterns, or for some of them there are easier ones as well. So I'll look at a few of the variations of this. So the first one we'll look at is the 4 body movements. Now I know you can't see all my legs on the screen, but you should get the idea. And what I've shown you already is to breathe out as you lunge forwards, breathe in as you rock back, then breathe out as you lean down, then breathe out again, and then breathe in on the turn and breathe out again. A more difficult and in fact more traditional way of doing this is to not breathe in on the turn. So it ends up being a very long exhalation, which you need to build up to being able to do. So breathe out, breathe in as you rock back and turn the leg over, then breathe out as you reach down, breathe out, lunging forward, and then breathe out all the way through until you lunge in the opposite direction before then breathing in as you rock back. So that's a long exhalation, but if your breathing capacity has developed quite a bit, well worth trying that one out. Another one that we can look at is the Dragon Clears a Path exercise, which is for the lungs. Now the breathing I've already showed you is that you breathe out as you extend your fist. You then breathe in through this large circle, breathe out again, and then breathe in. So for this one, what we do, doing this circle is a longer inhalation that we're used to from many of the exercises, and this is because we're really inflating, expanding the lungs. We can actually make that inhalation even longer, again as our breath capacity builds up. And what we would do for that is we would breathe out as we extend the fist, breathe in as we circle, and keep breathing in all the way through the circle to the front. Keep breathing in, drawing the fist back, and then only breathe out when we turn in the other direction and extend our hand. And then again, one long inhalation all the way through the whole movement, and then breathe out. And this is going to open up the back of the ribs a lot more than the other type of breathing, but it can take some time to build up the breathing capacity to be able to do that comfortably. Another one some people may find difficult is this one here. So this is an example of one that you can do an easier type of breathing form. So for the Wild Goose Beats Its Wings, the breathing I've already shown you is to breathe in as you draw your fist back, and then breathe out all the way through this whole movement. If you find that too difficult, you can make it easier for yourself by following that principle of when we're drawing in, breathing in, when we're pushing out, breathing out. And so we find that there's actually 2 places where we're drawing in during this exercise. First we breathe in, drawing back, then we can breathe out, pushing up and away, and then breathe in again before breathing out. So we get an extra in-breath in, which can help if you're finding that exercise difficult. So again, you would breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, and that will help you to be able to slow the exercise down. There's no harm in experimenting with the different exercises and different patterns of breathing. Just follow that principle that was mentioned in the earlier video, which is that when you're extending something away or moving forward, generally you should be breathing out, and generally when you're moving backwards or drawing back in, you should be breathing in.